What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Kramzer here. T.Rex week. We've already ranked the 12 studio albums of Marc Bolan and company. And like we do every week, follow that up with a top 10 songs. We can get right into it. And Joe is going to kick us off.
I am. This is an interesting one because there's some big singles from T.Rex that aren't on any albums. So we'll see how many of those pop in. My number 10 is going to be from the slider. I got Telegram Sam. Just love the chorus, the way it slides into that big, kind of thicker, lusher chorus. Love his vocals on that. Number 9, Cosmic Dancer. The lyrics just seem like almost like they're tossed off, but I dance myself right out the womb. Is it strange to dance so soon? Low-key brilliant, and it has this like sadness about it, which is cool. Really like Bolan's vocal performance again, which you can basically say that about every single song, so maybe I'll just stop saying that. Number 8, I got Inventors, super bad, just exquisitely funky. Love how it channels Curtis Mayfield, maybe like a little funkadelic as well. Sly and the Family Stone, maybe. Really awesome instrumental interplay, and the get this shouting backing vocals from Gloria Jones add a cool grit to it. Number 7, I got Jeepster. Just like a car, you're pleasing to behold. I'll call you Jaguar. Love how he says Jaguar. If I may be so bold. Just really great, unique lyrics. I can't think of anyone else who would write that line ever. Number 6, I'm gonna go with Children of the Revolution. That's one of the singles, not on any album. This one's a little more aggressive. Love that huge sound that it has. Just a really cool track there. Number 5, Metal Guru. The way it just launches right into it. No foreplay, just right into the hook. Really cool. Number 4, Highway Knees. Love the guitar tone, that crying mellotron. Only problem with it is it's about 2.5 minutes too short. Feel like it really starts to get going and then it ends too soon. But what it does have is just amazing. Love that little tune there. Number 3, I'm gonna go with the classic Bang a Gong, Get It On. Basically the template for glam, the template for that specific sound, which you'll find throughout music history. And as soon as you hear it, you refer back to Bang a Gong, Get It On. Number 2, the revelation from this week for me, Left Hand Luke. Love the epic 5-minute. This one finally takes, the 2.5 minutes and justly expands upon it with some great guitar leads, mellotron, little honky tonk keys, almost like a southern rock to it. But the song's great, and I love the backing vocals from Flo and Eddie, along with Bolan's great singing, of course. Number 1, though, I'm going with another single. I got 20th Century Boy, which seems weird to have not talked about it until now, because it's not on an album, but it's such a great track. The super crunchy riff, the peppy hand claps, Bolan's just ultra confident vocal line, those luscious backing vocals. It's one of the pinnacles of the glam rock sound. And it's always been my favorite T.Rex song, and Left Hand Luke close to supplanting it, but I'm gonna go with 20th Century Boy as number 1.
All right. My top 10 T.Rex songs. And I do love a lot of the non-album singles, but my list is just totally dominated by the slider. Probably the most a single album has dominated my top 10 in a long time, if ever. So we'll get into it here. My number 10 is Ballrooms of Mars. For a ballad, I think it has a real glam rock sparkle to it. You can kind of feel the shimmering of the disco ball. And when he says rock before the solo, such a cool moment. My number 9 is Rock On, which such a groove. Just has that cocky strut to it. Flo and Eddie backing vocals are so good on this track. They bring so much extra flavor to the slider. My number 8 is a non-slider track. I've got Light of Love, total banger. dancey disco gem, well before the peak of disco, where you saw so many other rockers kind of exploring and exploiting the disco genre, just kind of jumping on the bandwagon, trying to get a hit. But Marc was several years ahead of them, and this is just a great song. Number 7 is Telegram Sam. Basically a redo of Get It On, Bang and Gong, but I think it's even more forceful and more powerful. I love the outro too. It's got these like cool dissonant strings that come in, and Bolan is doing like this Howlin' Wolf thing with the oohs and ahs, just really cool. Number 6, I have Mystic Lady, which is sort of in the same vein as the like early folk stuff, but Currie and Legend play this really awesome sort of slow groove to it, which just totally changes the feel of it. Currie's bass work on this track is just unbelievable. Number 5, I've got a track from Tanks. I've got Mr. Mister, kind of a breezy pop tune with just a littlest touch of R&B, with that saxophone on there. Really different from his previous albums and a really cool direction. Very, very catchy song. Number 4, I have Rabbit Fighter. Just another incredible string arrangement on this track. I think it's really good. And I love the lyrics on this one. And the lead guitar lines that Bolan just kind of throws in here and there are really awesome as well. Number 3, I have The Slider, the title track. Such an odd song. And there's that sound in it that I'm not exactly sure what it is. I don't know if it's like percussion or like him sniffing or what's going on, but it's so cool sounding. The lyrics are super bizarre. The strings are incredible. His vocal delivery is mesmerizing on that track too. I think it's fantastic. Number 2, I have Broken Hearted Blues. A lot of his lyrics are kind of very hard to make sense of, but I think this one gets right to the point. It's really direct, really beautiful, and I think one of his most emotional vocal performances that he ever gave. My number 1, though, is Metal Guru. Just a amazing album opener, just a glam rock party. Like you guys said, you're just dropped right into the middle of it. It's a total masterpiece, a masterclass in production. I just think it sounds amazing, and just the energy of it and just everything about it. So great.
Nice list, boys. My number 10 in my top 10 favorite T.Rex songs. There will be no Tyrannosaurus Rex songs here, just T.Rex. Number 10, I've got Cosmic Dancer. Love the spacey, starry feel of it. Love the percussion. Strings are incredible. Bolan has an amazing sweet swoon on it. Number 9, I've got Interstellar Soul. I love the thick, meaty drums. I always love the drums where it really sounds like everything's sticking a little bit, like to the floor, or the drumstick to the snare. I love that sound, and we get that with kind of that space twangy guitar sound. Really cool. Bass is tumbling. The solo's mad good. Space cowboy style everywhere, and then you get those awesome kind of cartoony backing vocals. Number 8, Left Hand Luke. Love guitar wailing on it. The bar closer kind of feel to it. The piano is great. Gospel choir is a really awesome touch. Everything comes together really nice. Unlike a lot of the stuff on Tanks, I feel, but if you haven't watched the album's video, check that out. Number 7, Life's a Gas. Again, I love that cosmic nature of the romance. Got that classic, like, oh, well, to Lost Love kind of vibe. That was kind of all over the mid-70s. Love the acoustic guitar. Some of my favorite lyrics. Number 6, Teenage Dream. Love the effect on his voice. Almost sounds like Prince before Prince. And the strings and everything. Such a satisfying sort of climax to it, and this grand conclusion kind of feeling. Killer guitar solo. Number 5, I've got Metal Guru. Love the way it puts those words together. Can't even do it correctly. Love the oddness to its like celebratory nature. I really dig. Also kind of has like a darkness in the bass line. Just this greasiness to the happiness of it. That's really cool. Number 4, I've got Rabbit Fighter, which has just great slow dance drunkenness to it. And that big wailing guitar is great. Bass jumping and bumping around perfectly. There's a cool rock and roll melodrama to it. Great lyrics. Number 3, I've got Explosive Mouth. Just the vibe and swagger of it, I really dig. When he says, I want to lay my lips on your explosive mouth. It's just so icy and suave and sticky and cool. I think it's awesome. But I'm going with big hits for my top 2. Number 2, I've got Bang a Gong. Just so catchy. You guys nailed it. And, it's just, I love how it gets that little extra drum part in the chorus to kind of pick everything up. But I'm actually with Joe on number 1. I got 20th Century Boy, which is just one of the coolest songs ever. And backing vocals are awesome. The hook is awesome. It sounds like it could be a cover of like a 50s kind of song. It's awesome. And that bendy guitar part is just so much more character than anything the Foo Fighters could have ever done. Can't believe that comparison happened this week, but I realize it was in a different circumstance. I'm just pulling your leg. It's an awesome song. That's my number 1.
All right, everybody, let us know what your favorite T-Rex songs are, what you think of our lists, what did we miss? Drop it all down in the comments. Love to hear from you. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet, and make sure you hit the bell for notifications so that you know when our new videos come out. Also, be sure to check the video description for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our website, our merch, and our Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel further. Helps us out a lot. So hope to check it out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.